forward. So I want to commend your work. But I also want to challenge you to the ongoing responsibility which is yours. If something is not going right where you go to school, and there are several of you who understand it's not right, well then you gather together. You begin to talk with your classmates, not telling them what the issue is, but asking them what they see the issue being. And as they speak to you about the issue, then you begin to agitate them in terms of what they want to do along with you to make a change in your environment. The change we want, my brothers and sisters, will start with us. It will start with our capacity and commitment to make that kind of change. And that's what I think I hear you doing. But recognize you cannot do that alone. You must have allies. And you must identify who those allies are. They may be parents, they may be teachers, they may be the janitor in the school, there may even be a couple of policemen in the school who you have determined really do what they do, but they don't like what they're doing. They don't think it's fair either. You must be able to identify who your potential allies are. And you have to see what their self-interest is in the issue that you are trying to change. It is so wonderful, I think, that you have gathered here. What I would urge you to do, all of us, take cognizance of who has been here. Who are your potential coalitional allies among the groups that are here? Recognizing that working together, there is greater sense of possibility and power than working alone. This is really important because individual organizations by yourself, you can do some good things, and you have, and you will do some good things. But to get at the larger issue, we must work together. Understand this. This is the challenge. The issues that we face. Yours is a wonderful opportunity. I have been impressed here. I've mentioned to many of you as this old man, I like to talk to people and I will shake their hand. I'll come up to you and ask you what your name is and all that kind of stuff. And some of y'all look at me like I was crazy. What is this name? I don't know him. Why is he coming up to me and asking me my name and all that kind of stuff? Because you have to build relationships. You have to come out. We have to come out of ourselves on behalf of other people. Because they themselves are ourselves. I identify with you because you are me. And I am you. And it's that kind of openness you see to each other, listening to each other, hearing each other, recognizing that we don't all come from the same place. We don't all have the same kind of issues. But what we're trying to do together is to open up the possibilities for all of our people, all of God's children, to be able to receive and enjoy the fruits of this democracy, this society. That's what we're all about here. And sometimes people in power will divide or seek to divide and conquer us. They'll try to put the black folk against the Hispanic folk. They'll try to put the straight folk against the gay folk. They'll try to put the white folk against the black folk. They'll do all these kinds of things to keep stuff going. I don't say the word we used to say back in North Philadelphia because I'm in a big circle here. But it starts with S. They keep the stuff going because to do that, they keep us weak. They keep us separated. They keep us divided. And as long as we are separated and divided, the people who control things, who make the decisions, who make the policies, they remain in power. So, our opportunity is to see in each other and in ourselves the power that we need to make the change. That's where it is. I'm working on mine, and I know you're working on yours. And so as we leave here today, I want to thank you for your work. I want to assure you that the work you're doing is not over. I will assure you that the work you're doing probably won't get any easier. I will assure you that you probably will still get obstacles thrown in your way. But that's all right, because that which is interior to us is more powerful than what any external source can provide us. Now, I'm a history professor, actually, by trade, though I'm a minister too. And I have a sense, you see, of the power, as I stop now, of interiority. That inside stuff. Now, there's an old hymn, none of you would know about this hymn, and so don't mind yourself when you don't know what I'm talking about. But there's an old, and it says, something within me that holdeth the rein, something within me that banishes pain, something within me I cannot explain. All that I know, there's something within. When these young people perform for us, they are expressing that inner something. That's what they're doing. And because they are willing to share that with us, we are empowered by it. We are inspired by it. We want to do something. We want to act because they are showing forth what is interior to themselves, and they're willing to give it. There's an old other hymn I sing a lot of times. And it's on my voicemail. That's why Sister Michaels probably likes to listen to it. It says, I got love on the inside, and it's working on the outside. Oh, what a change we can make. I've got power on the inside, and it's working on the outside. Oh, what a change we can make. That is what I think you're about. That's what we are about together. Let me encourage you to keep your eye on the prize. Let me encourage you to take heart. Let me encourage you not to be discouraged. Let me discourage you from falling into despair, but recognize that there is hope and encouragement on the inside, and if you get it working on the outside, you'll be able to make great change in the areas where you find yourself. So it has been my pleasure, it's been a blessing for me to be amongst you, to hear your ideas, to sense your enthusiasm and your power. And I trust that you will continue to use that power, that you will use your interiority, not for yourselves alone, but on behalf of others. And that you will get them to sense their internal power so that they can leash it not on negative things, not on things that harm themselves, but they can unleash it to save themselves and save others in the process. That's what we're all about. That is why I think you were willing to take these 2-3 days to be in this gathering. A lot of people don't have time for this. Folk got other things to do. Why do you come in there, sit around, listen to people talk and all that kind of stuff? Because you recognize that in the numbers, when you gather people of like mind and like spirit who want to make change the way you want to make change, being in their presence becomes an empowerment for all of us. So keep the faith, baby, as Alan Powers would say. Keep the work going. And know that your work will sure enough not be in vain. Thank you very much.